I got these glasses for a reason. I got these glasses for a reason. They record. Yes, they record. So you're gonna make a lie about me. Go ahead. I got this right here. So they record and they're pretty good. I mean, they're not the best quality. They're like low grade 7, high grade 480p, but you can see they're not good in the dark though. I'm telling you that much. If it's dark out, they will not work. So time for some cold approaching? I don't know, man. I don't want to be another Auston Holleman in Brazil. God. No offense. My name is Terry Wilson. I am from the United States. I saw you and I thought you was gorgeous. And I was wondering if I could get your WhatsApp or Instagram to get to know each other. Here you go. No! Okay. Well, ciao, ciao. Hasta, what's it? Hasta, it's ciao, ciao. We're gonna have a lot of fun on these vehicles.
Yeah.
It's gonna be awesome.
I don't know. Oh no, the police!
Oh no.
Quiet! Put your hand on the floor. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Keep your hand on the floor.
Oh no. The police.
But we got Fred, and we go to the beach, find the gay area, sit in the gay area. I'm telling you, bro, gay dudes here in Brazil throw the best alley-oops. And we got Floyd. Floyd is a subscriber of mine. He was on one of my live streams.
We have easy access to ladies in the United States.
He said he was inspired by the video, so he came out here to Brazil, and that means a lot that people are actually watching the videos to the point where I inspired them to come out here. Came out here with nowhere to stay. So we got to work on him getting him an Airbnb or a hotel. That was a bold move he took right there. And Floyd didn't bring no clothes either, so we're gonna have to take him to the mall and get him some gear and cut his hair up too. I need to give him a haircut too. We're gonna get Floyd all the way together.
Right about that.
And we're gonna let him get a testimony of what it was like being 2 weeks with Austin. Did he experience what the hell I hyped up out here?
See, I got put on the news for calling them easy, as they said, which I never said that. I bet you I can still go get some pussy in Brazil because I never did this.
If you decide to spend 2 weeks in Brazil, in Rio, for the first city, you can run through a lot of women pretty easily there. Even in Brazil, it's super easy in Brazil, right? But you'll never hear me exaggerate how easy it is. I'm gonna keep it real. You could fuck 365 women in Brazil every year. You could. Versus if I go to Brazil, I can get a different chick every single day if I want to. Say I can get 3 chicks a day in Kenya if I want to.
See, I got put on the news for calling them easy, as they said, which I never said that.
A sex tourist. We're all sex tourists. Look, we've been in Krakow, Poland for about 30 hours. And because Floyd has not had the success he's had with the women, he said he's checked out, which means when I hear checked out, that means I'm done approaching. Checked out, I'm done with these bitches. Tinder and Bumble out here, waste of fucking time.
Yeah.
You get all these matches and then nobody responds. We're going to Warsaw because Krakow is extremely boring. It's extremely boring. So we're about to pack our bags and we're probably gonna stay for like 4 or 5 days. If we like it, we'll come back, we'll get all of our stuff, and we'll go back, and we won't come back to Krakow until maybe another day or something like that. It's checked out. I'm done with these bitches.
After the death of Kevin Samuels, Auston Holleman would become more popular, and so would the Passport Bros. They would sort of fill part of the void that Kevin Samuels left behind, although their ideas were diametrically opposed to each other. And while Auston Holleman was traveling the world, he would meet up with another guy by the name of Floyd Wallace. He's the guy that's arrested in Brazil for you know what. Auston Holleman would find himself in trouble for basically being accused of asking inappropriate questions to Brazilian women, which would cause him to leave town immediately.
issue in Brazil was nothing like this, right? I had an issue with them saying that I was hypersexualizing women or encouraging men to come meet women down there or something like that, you know? Whenever I had that Brazil incident and I left, and they had like a criminal investigation for like, it was like a prostitution ring that this woman that I'd never met in my life was trying to accuse me of doing. And of course, nothing came about it. They ended up closing it because it was bullshit from the start. Whenever I was living in Salvador and that whole thing happened in January, I was already in Thailand and the police were at my house ready to arrest me that I was staying at in Salvador.
One of the examples he used was his own run-in with foreign law, but he said luckily he made it out of that situation. I was thinking that he was kind of correlating the Floyd Wallace situation.
From what I remember, looking at the interview from the reporter down in Brazil who brought the story to light, it was about him pretty much selling the videos and the sexual videos that he was having with the women that he was dealing with down in Brazil without their consent. That has statutes on it. Like I said, I think it's Act 27 under the national status for Brazil, that if you're selling this sexual acts and deeds or inviting people in lieu of someone's pleasure, those are crimes. And that holds time for that. So that's why he actually skipped out of Brazil before they can actually collect him.
Y'all think we should sit here or should we go over there? Or should we go over here? Oh, boat just hit me back. Hold on. So they go sit where the young women are at. I mean, there's some young women over here, but I think we'll be straight right here, man. Fuck.
Did you know about Brazil at 6 years old, sir?
At 6 years old, we had the internet, so I had access. I've always liked the light-skinned, curly-haired women that they have down there. They're good, yeah.
Why would at 6 years old, we're still talking about girls are icky and have cooties? What kind of household were you raised in?
I was watching pornography at 6. I wasn't the average 6-year-old, I guess.
No, sir, you said that you were watching pornography at 6 years old. Tell me more.
I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, I pretty much
what kind of child rearing has a household where a 6-year-old is watching pornography to the point that they can desire Brazilian women?
Well, I mean, as long as you have access to the internet and your mother.
I know a bunch of people with access to the internet. 6-year-olds ain't watching porn at 6, sir.
Well, look, Google was around, so it was easy to find.
For a 6-year-old to be watching Brazilian women in porn and valuing that at 6 years old, now that's how they were raised.
A sex tourist? Oh. We're all sex tourists. Look.
I was watching pornography at 6. I wasn't the average 6-year-old, I guess.
Reason fellas ain't following you down there, because we already know the deal.
I was just down there and I met with a lot of Americans while I was down there.
Yeah, all of y'all are down there paying and tricking and everything else, and that's perfectly fine.
I did pay 2 times in Medellin. I did pay 2 times.
I'm sure you paid a lot more.
I always ask myself, what would my life be like if I grew up in Brazil? Would I be this thirsty?
Oh, look at these Asian chicks right here. Hold on, watch this. Hello. Hey. Hey. What's your name? None of your business. None of my business. What a bitch, bro. Bro, you hear what she just said? I said, what's your name? She said, none of my business.
Because I'm a thirsty motherfucker.
Yeah, I prefer Rio over this. It's nice. It's a different crowd, but like, man, I don't give a fuck what crowd it is. If I can't get no dates or as easy as I want the dates, it doesn't matter. Like, if it's a job just to get a date, it doesn't matter how nice the city is. So I had somebody leave a comment in my video saying that I need to humble myself. To keep it short, I won't be humbling myself.
I had a dream that he got to meet with me and him at the Airbnb, and the whole Airbnb got surrounded by cops. Yeah, it got surrounded. It was a dream. It wasn't real. It was a weird dream, though. And Rilla was like, I'm turning myself in, guys. And he was live streaming. And my live stream had like 700 people in it. But his shit had like 25,000, and they took him in. They arrested him, but the way they arrested him is they slammed him to the ground and they was punching on him, and I just kept filming it because I didn't know what else to do. And then they dragged him off to jail, and they left his phone with me, and he was still alive when they left his phone. So I told him what was going on. And I'm like, I just pretty much ended the live because he was getting hauled off, and I try to get people to help him. So I'm reporting you to the Colombian National Police. There are so much evidence of you engaging in inappropriate behavior with M's. Well, you can go ahead and do that, and we'll see. We'll see how that works for Sheen James. We'll see how that works. We'll see how that works out for you. False claims, but you have the right to report whatever you want. You can report anything you want, Rasheem James. Remember, there are legal consequences when you lie.
So why are you acting like a bloody fool? If you get hot, then you must get cool. Bad boys, what you gonna do? Or what you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? Or what you gonna do when they come for you? You chuck it on that one, you chuck it on this one, you chuck it on your mother and you chuck it on your father, you chuck it on your brother and you chuck it on your sister, you chuck it on that one and you chuck it on me. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Someone that has been on my channel previously, and it is an American man, a black American man that is been arrested in Brazil for trying to engage in sex with minors. I guess in Rio, from what I saw, and they caught him in Sao Paulo. Floyd was in several of my videos, and we all know that Floyd was very, very cringy and very strange. And I'm telling you from hanging out in person with him, very strange. I would have never thought nothing like that, but it's also not shocking.
Auston Holleman is calling Floyd Wallace weird. He was always weird and strange. Bro, you the one brought this man. You the reason why we even know Floyd Wallace. You housed him, gave him clothes, traveled with him, stayed in hotels together, brought girls back to hotel rooms together. You guys were very close. Now he's weird. Obviously, this is a ploy to distance himself from Floyd Wallace. I wonder why.
What appears to be a GoPro camera, a DJI Pocket 3 and a Pocket 2, a laptop and 5 phones, and 2 toys, I guess, that he was going to give the kids to play with, right? If you're looking for a virgin in this day and age, she's going to have to be really, really young. Every time we would go to a new country or a new city, he would buy a new phone. I knew this dude had like 2 or 3 phones. Maybe he was trying to just start fresh every time he did something and just start over. In the United States, you would have to have like evidence or to be caught in the act. You would have to have concrete evidence or to be caught in the act. In places like Brazil or pretty much anywhere in the developing world that y'all would call second and third world countries, right? They don't need evidence. They just, hey, okay, somebody paid us to come take you to jail. That's it. They don't need evidence. They just, hey, okay, somebody paid us to come take you to jail. That's it.
Brazil don't have a law or evidence to put somebody else in jail, to arrest somebody else. You don't know everything about my country. You don't know the law here because you got in trouble because you don't know, and you want to teach foreigners in your situation. You can't go back to Brazil, right? Can you explain why you can't come here for your new subscribers? I told you before, don't film women in Brazil. Don't film girls. Don't talk about sex tourism. Don't think about sex tourism in Brazil. The police have a lot of evidence to put Floyd in jail. The police had a lot of evidence against Floyd. You're wrong, because they were investigating him. Police here investigate everything before knock on your door and arrested you.
And that's right.
I got the Floyd thumbs up.
That's right. I call that my signature move when it comes to the ladies. The thumbs up.
Thumbs up drops the draws.
That's right. You say humble yourself. Well, ask these women in the States to humble themselves, okay? They don't humble themselves when they're dealing with men. They think they're up here when They really like right here. So tell them to humble themselves. I had to make some edits to the video. There was some inappropriate moments in the video, and I don't know if I can upload on YouTube, so I just had to make some edits.